我能说我每个月负债都得1W 吗？
I want to say that I'm in debt up to 10,000 yuan each month.
Oh, you mean you're asking if a man could help you pay off your debt? How old are you?
31 years old.
How did you get into debt?
My credit card is maxed out. I hope that you can bear the financial pressure with me, as I see half of my future with you. I want a happy marriage and don't want to get divorced.
接盘侠在哪里？
Where are these rescue heroes? Can someone come and take this older, not so great leftover woman? I was born in 1995, so I'm 30 years old. I don't have a house, a car, savings, a job, or an education. I'm looking for someone to take me as a wife.
还单身的单身狗们
Gentlemen who are still single, there's a rare opportunity now. Don't miss it or it'll be gone. If someone can pay off my 260,000 yuan of debt, buy me a new EV and a new iPhone 16, I will walk away with them. First come, first served. So hurry up.
如果可以的话，就是我希望他能带着我继续创业，我继续可以。
As long as you can help me pay off my current debt and transfer a property in Beijing to my name, I will marry you. I have no other demands. First, I owe almost 4 million, and the pressure is overwhelming. I'm also at the age where I should get married. I was born in 1990, and my business didn't succeed before, but I still have an entrepreneurial spirit and want to try again. However, I feel like I'm lacking resources, and I don't have anyone to help me. So I'm looking for a man who has succeeded in business, with an annual income of at least 10 million yuan. Second, I need someone who can pay off my debt because the pressure is too much, and I want them to transfer a property in Beijing to my name. If possible, I hope that they can help me continue my entrepreneurial journey and make money together. That's it. No one would expect an influencer to bring over 3 million yuan in debt in search of a partner. Whether she can find someone in the matchmaking market remains uncertain, and it's a tough ask. What do you think, viewers? Can she find someone willing to take on this responsibility? With China's economy in decline and unemployment rates rising, especially for highly educated women facing financial difficulties, some individuals may turn to gold digging as a shortcut to escape financial hardship. On social media, gold digging women has become a hot topic.
老搬就结婚化债的这个乱象啊
The phenomenon of women using marriage to pay off debt will peak in the second half of this year. This is no joke. Many gold diggers' financial schemes have already collapsed. Guys, they're desperately looking for someone to take over the debt. Let me tell you this. If you don't open your eyes and protect yourself, the wealth you worked so hard for will be wasted, leaving you with nothing. They treat marriage like a business, demanding a large dowry to pay off their pre-marriage online loans, and then they divorce you, disappearing with the debt. Are you scared? How can you avoid it? What should you do if it happens? Anyone who marries without exchanging credit reports is a fool. Trust me. If you encounter a woman using marriage to clear her debt, 100% of the time, she's not been properly investigated and has probably brainwashed you with sweet words. Remember, always check credit reports before marriage. If she refuses or keeps making excuses, don't say anything. Just walk away and protect your wallet. In recent years, as social and economic pressures have increased, personal debt issues have become more prominent. Recently, China Women's News highlighted a worrying trend. Some women, unable to repay loans and facing debt crises, are attempting to use dowries to clear their debts, treating marriage as a means to solve their financial problems. Men who fall victim to these gold diggers often feel deceived and exploited, leading to significant psychological distress.
Hello everyone, my name is Luo Xiangjun. I'd like to advise everyone to be cautious when it comes to arranged marriages. I married a woman through an arranged meeting, and after 13 days of marriage, she had health issues and refused to go to the hospital. After seeking treatment from a traditional Chinese medicine doctor, she was diagnosed with a congenital uterine condition. I paid for the treatment, but after realizing I had no savings, she secretly took valuable items from my home and refused to continue living with me. I spent over 500,000 yuan, including the dowry of 268,000 yuan, and a 62,000 yuan gold ring, and now I'm left with nothing. My parents used all their savings to support our wedding, and now they are in debt. I only filed for a lawsuit concerning the dowry and jewelry, but the court only allowed me 40,000 yuan and the ring. I want to warn everyone to be cautious with arranged marriages. Don't let yourself or your parents become victims of people trying to profit from your hard-earned money.
How can you identify such women? One influencer explains, If I were a gold digger looking for a provider, I'd definitely display the 4 following behaviors. First, I wouldn't care about your feelings because I don't like you. Your feelings don't matter to me. What matters is that I'm happy. The sweet words I say to you are just learned experiences. You're the one hearing them for the first time. Second, I would never apologize to you. You think I don't know what's wrong? Forcing you to compromise isn't because of my strong self-esteem or nature. Stop making excuses for me. The truth is, I've never cared about you, and I'm not afraid to lose you. If you insist on solving the problem, sorry, I'll just get rid of you because I don't want to solve it. I just want to gain something. If you insist, I'll just move on to someone else. Third, I take but never give. If you willingly spend money and energy on me, I should enjoy it, right? When you buy me gifts, I'll say I love you, but inside, I think you're a fool. If I really loved you, your money would be your future assets. There's no way I'd waste it. Fourth, I don't care about your long-term development. I've never thought about being part of your future. I'm just here to temporarily satisfy my own needs. What's wrong with that? Guys, have you encountered a girl like this? Gold diggers share one common trait. They're beautiful, using their looks as an asset. They're savvy about self-care and know how to exploit their advantages. They prioritize money and are often vain. Even more dangerous than gold diggers are those who marry to pay off debt. While gold diggers deceive you temporarily, debt-clearing women deceive you for a lifetime. 1. They constantly talk about money, not love. They refuse to marry without a house, a car, or a dowry. They aren't looking for a partner. They're looking for an investor. 2. They pressure for a fast marriage. After a short time, they push you to get a marriage certificate, not because of love, but because their creditors are pressuring them to pay up. 3. They boast excessively and compare themselves to others. When their friends receive large dowries, they demand the same. You discuss feelings. They discuss financial guarantees. Data shows that from 2024 to May 2025, the number of women defaulting on credit card debts has increased by 48%. This doesn't even include those who are in debt due to buying a house. Simply spending on personal consumption, such as food, clothing, entertainment, and beauty, has left many women unable to pay their credit cards. The rapid expansion of this demographic is striking. In contrast, the rise in men's debt is primarily linked to defaults on major purchases like car loans and mortgages. While this category is also growing, its overall scale and rate of increase may not be as alarming as the surge in defaults on personal consumption loans among women. This is because men who can afford cars and homes remain a minority, whereas most men, unable to afford such large purchases, typically manage their daily expenses more cautiously. Many have even increased their savings in response to growing economic uncertainty. However, recent moves by certain banks to classify older single women and divorced women as high-risk clients have sparked significant public attention.
捞你经济彻底崩盘了，捞你的预期力像坐火箭似的一路狂飙。
The economic collapse of the gold-digging woman is now a reality, with second-hand luxury goods platforms experiencing a 47% surge in sales since the beginning of 2025. Once considered a symbol of high society, Shanghai afternoon teas are now advertised at a 30% discount to attract customers. Cosmetic procedures have seen prices drop dramatically, with treatments once costing thousands now available for just a few hundred yuan. The reason behind the shift is that, simply put, men are no longer willing to foot the bill. With no new fish to catch and no income or workability, these women are tightening their belts, selling off their luxury items, and struggling to make ends meet. Meanwhile, the rate of credit card defaults among women has skyrocketed, and many of the women once dreaming of striking it rich are now seen as defaulters, with financial institutions tightening credit limits for single women. In the past, men would spare no expense to please these women, buying them limited edition handbags and booking 5-star hotel rooms. But now, luxury goods like diamonds and even lipstick are unsellable, leaving the gold diggers in a precarious position. Can they bounce back? As men become increasingly aware, they realize that money doesn't necessarily buy happiness. More and more men are seeing through the deceptive nature of gold diggers, prompting an escalation in their tactics. Now a new trend has emerged: property fishing. Property fishing refers to a tactic where women use marriage to transfer their husband's property to their own name. When divorce occurs, they stand to make a significant profit, leaving the man not only emotionally deceived, but financially devastated as well. This practice has mainly emerged in high-cost cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, and Hangzhou, with a single apartment often worth millions or even tens of millions. These cities have attracted the attention of those looking to exploit the system. A woman in Shanghai, Mrs. Liu, faced such a situation. She found out that her son was dating a very attractive woman, whose background seemed flawless, despite coming from a small city. The two quickly began discussing marriage, and to ensure her son and daughter-in-law could settle comfortably after marriage, Mrs. Liu made the tough decision to sell her old house in the city center and bought a new one in the outskirts, paying in full. Shanghai's property prices are among the highest in the country, so upgrading to a new home requires significant savings. After the wedding, the young couple moved into the new home, and Mrs. Liu thought her worries were over. But not long after, she received devastating news. Her daughter-in-law suddenly asked for a divorce and hired a lawyer to claim half of the value of the house. The house cost the couple all their savings, along with the money from their old home. Now, over 1 million yuan is at risk of being split, which seems unimaginable. However, the other party provided evidence that the house was purchased after the couple got their marriage certificate, and both names were on the property deed, so it is considered joint marital property. Now, the wife wants to take half the house in the divorce, leaving Mrs. Liu completely stunned. She never imagined that after working hard for half her life, all the savings she and her husband accumulated to buy the house would be lost this way. Not only did she not get the grandchild she hoped for, but half the money invested in the house is now gone. Mrs. Liu shared her story with others, only to find that many were experiencing the same. For families in first-tier cities with some savings, the prevalence of property fishing has become a nightmare. Many parents don't know if their son's fiancée is genuinely interested in marriage or if she's simply after the house. The pressure to marry their children off quickly often leads families into these traps. The only way to prevent this is if parents carefully investigate their children's partners, spend more time getting to know them, and avoid rushing into marriage. Property fishing is essentially a financial transfer tactic that exploits high property prices and legal loopholes in marriage laws. Women use short-term marriages or even rushed marriages to have the property registered as joint marital property. When divorce occurs, they can claim half the property's value. For example, in Beijing, a property valued at 8 million yuan could yield a 4 million yuan payout after divorce, equivalent to decades of an average person's salary. The rising unemployment rate has only intensified this behavior. As for some, the potential earnings from property fishing far outweigh what they could earn through regular work. Prevent fire, theft, and gold diggers. This has become a popular saying on the internet. Many people now keep evidence of their relationships with gold diggers to protect themselves in case they are later exploited. This is a sad reflection of society. The combination of high unemployment rates and soaring property prices has created fertile ground for gold diggers and property fishing. The root cause lies in economic hardships and the collapse of social trust. The high unemployment rate has exacerbated young people's financial insecurity, while high property prices have turned real estate into the central battleground of marriage negotiations. Some individuals choose to use marriage to acquire wealth, leading to extreme behaviors like property fishing. This phenomenon is not only a moral issue, but a concentrated reflection of the imbalances in the social and economic structure.